Well, hello there, and welcome to Fayfinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Ashley Elizabeth, and I will be your Dungeon Master for Campaign Island. And with me is the... I wasn't looking... With me is the stupendous Sam.
Righteous.
The astounding Austin.
Aloha.
The amazing Amancio.
Dude.
The radical Rachel.
Yo.
And last but not least, the cool Kai.
Heyo, how's it going?
Now let us just all find our inner chakra as we traverse and return to the island. Yeah.
Righteous.
All I can think of is me and Scooty dicking around. That's
God.
all I
Fuck
can
that.
think of right now.
Fuck that.
Ain't no life like
Come on,
island
man.
life.
Screw
Cringe.
that. You made Scooty go off and he didn't stop and it was dumb.
He was helping me. You think I'm gonna stop him? Listen, alright, so last time you all went what the fuck, we just did this. What did you guys do? You brain shut down. Good. You guys spoke with Thetis and kind of had a bit of a chat there. Went back, did some of your own things, and then you met up at the cave. Morgana and Gladius were there, and you guys headed out to the northern tip of the island where you went to go find more bodies, as well as to set up a monster zoo. And when you went there, you found this little ancient city that has been sort of decimated. It's pretty much gone at this point. But you did find some writing, which was a bit interesting to Oko, as well as Morgana did her spell, and out came quite a few bodies, as well as another body of Adrian Van Doren, and that's where we left you.
So, and I turn to Oko. You were saying about my dad not being a vampire? You were saying about, oh no, it couldn't possibly be a fake body. Look at this right here. Which also means he might not be dead.
Fred, Kate, I understand that, but at some point, like, you can't keep holding on.
Oko, this is the second dead body of my father that we found in the past 4 days.
So who's making them? Who do you think's making them?
I don't have the answers. I'm just saying, maybe don't jump to conclusions, okay?
Says you.
I think the better question is, why is someone making them?
And that's a very good question.
I think another question we should ask is, what the heck are we gonna do about this? Because we've already gone, hey Edmina, we found a dead body in the woods. No biggie. And now we're gonna be like, hey Edmina, here's a whole mass gravesite, but here's another Adrian Van Doren. Have fun explaining that to the mayor.
So maybe we just don't tell Edmina about this one.
I think we need a better plan than that, because although I want to believe that your dad is alive out there, Fred, what if this is the actual Adrian Van Doren?
Well, let's check the teeth, shall we? And I go up to the body and I try to check the teeth again.
Roll an investigation check.
Alrighty. $14.
Alright, easy enough, because this is something you know to look for. You do see the teeth have been filed down. Though another thing you notice is that the body is wearing different clothing than the last one.
So the teeth have been filed down again, and my dad is a real vampire, and this body has had its soul sucked out. So, Annabelle, I'm going to go ahead and say this is also not my dad, and I stand up and put my hands on my hips.
Then who are these people and why are they looking like
What
your
if it's
dad and
like-
why are they buried all over the island?
What if it's like a reincarnation thing?
Oh? Do you care to elaborate, Styx?
What if, like, he comes to life in each, like, okay, so his clothes are different here, and his clothes were different there, and his teeth are filed down. So maybe the same person keeps getting reincarnated, so it's the same appearance, but maybe he is a vampire that's your dad, but this is not your dad, but it looks like him because it is him, but not in this lifetime. What about that? Well, maybe.
I will just point out the difference in clothing is like difference in era. It's
Yeah.
older,
Maybe reincarnation?
but not ancient.
Would it match?
It looks like kind of like 20s era sort of a deal.
I mean, I'd like to believe it's the reincarnation thing, but if not, it's like someone either has a weird obsession with your dad or some weird cult thingy is going on. Like, he's buried here with a bunch of weird cult sort of stuff. So, this is creepy. This is just creepy. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Oh, absolutely. This is horrifying. There's definitely some thing that is obsessed with my father and sucking souls out and the like, and that's just not good business. But it does mean that, you know, maybe I don't have to put my dad in the ground just yet. Although I suppose he was already in the ground here, if this is him, which it isn't. But you get what I'm saying.
Morgana, do you think you can, like, dispel magic, like if it's an enchantment to make him look like Adrian Van Doren? Or can you, like, detect if this is, like, the actual person? Like, are you that kind of magic?
Oh, I can look into that. Yeah. Do you, who I can see about it. Yeah.
Maybe? Fred, do you think that sounds good?
Sure. If there's some way that you can test to see if I'm related to the body, although, and I kind of look at Annabelle and I'm like, well, never mind. I don't know if you need to test me, actually, but, you know, if you could just test the body and see if it is him.
I mean, like, it would make things a lot easier if I just had your blood and, you know, like, if this is your dad, like, it's gonna show up as your dad.
Yeah, sure.
It might not even be your
Alright.
dad in the first place, Fred, so there's... I mean, it'll just help prove that it's not your dad and that your dad's really alive.
I guess, yeah.
So, like, and she pulls out, like, a knife.
Oh.
So how do we want to do this? Where do we want to, like...
I just stick out my hand and pull up my sleeve and close my eyes and look away.
Right, cool. So, just a sec. And she, like, slashes across your palm. Great. You're gonna take, 2 points of damage for that.
Okay, sounds good.
And she sort of, you see her kind of playing a bit with the blood, and, she casts a spell. Alright, this isn't your dad, but this isn't okay. This is weird. So, this looks like your dad. You said this was supposed to look like your dad, right?
Yeah, like spinning image.
So, there's no enchantment done on the body. There's no meddling with any structure of the body. This is how it looked in life. But it's not a vampire. It's just a human. This is so weird.
Well, naturally, yeah, it's a body that looks just like my dad and that has clearly had features altered, maybe after death even, to look even more like my dad with the filed down teeth.
No, these were done in life.
What?
No. When this was alive, it looked just like this, had the filed down teeth.
Maybe your dad had twins. Maybe you guys were they were like quadruplets or something.
Maybe? I wouldn't know. Maybe there were people that just were obsessed with my dad enough, to make themselves look like him. You said this is like cult stuff, right? Like maybe my dad left town and started a cult to worship him. I don't know, maybe he wasn't a great guy. Who knows?
But the body wasn't altered.
Not after death, no, but maybe in life it was altered.
Morgana, didn't you say this is how the body was in life?
This is how this person was made. They just altered their teeth.
Can I study the body going off of the other one I prepared and see if there's any
Absolutely.
differences or if it's basically completely similar?
Roll an investigation check.
First roll with the new dice.
Ooh, yeah.
No pressure,
Please
Ashley.
don't let it be bad.
Fresh.
Please don't let it be bad.
She
Fresh dice.
never lets it go if I give her dice and then they end up rolling badly. She's like,
What do you
Rachel, it's all
mean?
your fault.
Fresh dice.
What do you mean? I've never done that.
You have.
No, I haven't. Is it a nat 20? Please tell me.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Awesome.
What was the check again?
Investigation?
That's a flat natural 20.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Just to let you guys know, I do... know what? I'm not going to make the joke because you guys are going to hold that against me. Not... No. It's not weighted. I don't buy weighted dice. Please don't do that. It's not weighted. I swear. None of my dice are weighted. Here, I'll roll one right now.
And it'll be a nat
I'll roll
20.
again.
No,
So
see,
what-
I've
What do I find with my nat 20?
Listen, you know a lot about bodies. You examine this body, it is exactly like the other, except it is much older. Like it died before the last one. Same thing, soul sucked out, everything. But it is practically the
is-
exact same body.
It's the same body that we found earlier, except it's older. It died later. This is just a theory, but Adrian, I think your father has some sort of power of reincarnation. His soul hops in between bodies, or he makes bodies and then transfers his soul into them. It would explain why he's lived so long. He files down the teeth into fangs so he doesn't arouse suspicion from your mother, and everyone just believes he's a vampire.
Even if that is the case, that still means we don't know what's happened to him since he disappeared all those years ago.
Well, it's possible that your mother found out
Are you implying that my mother killed my father
I'm
upon
not
finding out that he
implying
was some
that
kind
at
of
all. I'm
soul-hopping
saying-
demon creature?
I'm saying he was found out and like
And now he's sleeping with the fishes, is what you're saying.
okay, Fred, you need to cool it here. I'm literally just giving you a theory on what I think based on what I've seen.
And I think we have too many unanswered questions to start constructing theories at this point.
What do you do?
Listen, what I do is rooted in evidence, and the evidence that we have right now is it's disjointed, and it's not going to make sense until we find more pieces. There's too many loose threads.
You make connections out of nothing.
Yes, but my connections are
things
grounded.
together into an amalgamation of baseless theories and your
Okay,
own
all I'm
confirmation
saying
bias.
Is if you're going to make the implication that my mother made my dad take a long walk off a short pier, you're going to need a lot more information.
Did
than
I ever
this.
say that? Did I ever say your
Okay,
mother killed your
okay.
father? No.
Let's-
I am simply saying that it's possible she found out. Maybe your father uses his children to transfer his soul into. Maybe he was planning that with you, so she chased him off. Like, these are just theories that I'm
Okay,
planting.
Fuzzball.
And,
Fuzzball, please.
excuse me?
I've been trying to be really nice, but right now, all you're gonna do is make Fred really upset. So why don't we all take a deep breath, chill out for a few seconds, and we can say there's a lot of theories, and we're gonna just keep hunting, and we'll find out more. But we don't need to make any accusations about what Miss Van Duren may or may not know.
I like the
Just
reincarnation
providing
theory.
theories to what I've seen based on the evidence. This body isn't the same. It's older than the one we found.
Yeah, but saying
from a
that
different
maybe his
period.
dad was gonna kill him to reincarnate himself is a little harsh.
It's no better
Regardless,
than what Fred does.
That's all they are right now, is just theories. So,
And the only thing we know that Ramona knows for sure is that she knows that Adrian is dead, which we now are aware might not actually be the truth. And that's a whole bridge that I'm worried about having to cross at the moment. So maybe let's just take a look around here and go start the monster zoo.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, maybe this sounds bad, but let's not tell your mom or anybody in town. Let's maybe just do the funeral, and then once we have the answer, and maybe your dad to come back into town with us, we can, like, undead him in town and properly rebury the random skeleton we're burying as your father.
I agree.
Oko's gonna walk off into the ruins.
Okay,
I'll go with you.
that's cool. Yup. What you doing?
I am going to follow Oko.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
And I'm going to say, Oko, I don't think you're off base. I think that the reincarnation thing sounds like it's very reasonable. And don't know if it was the best time to kind of throw it at Fred. But I don't think you're wrong.
Thanks.
Are you doing okay?
Just feel like Fred might need a wake-up call. He keeps holding, like, I would love to keep holding on to the hope that my parents are alive, but they've been gone for now over 7 years. And I can't keep weighing myself down with the thought that they're still out there.
Yes, I can imagine that that would be very, very difficult. I think it's just also very fresh because we just found a body that looks exactly like Adrian Van Duren, and now we found another one, and Fred doesn't know what to do with this information, and that makes so much sense as well. It's it's a lot of crazy, and we're just kids, and we don't know what we're doing. But I think the reincarnation thing sounds right, and I think that Fred just needs a lot of love and support right now. And we can slowly start to give him information, and we'll learn it more information as we go.
I don't think we can keep using the excuse that we're just kids.
Yes.
We keep saying we're just kids and we're just being thrown into yes, we've been thrown into this, but we're becoming young adults. And we've been in this for quite some time now. And to keep throwing that around, to keep saying we're just kids, it's like, we're in this, and no matter what we do, we have to do this. And it's just, Fred questions everything. Everything. He questions everything, and he comes up with all these extravagant theories, and some things he avoids, whether it's purpose on accident, and it's just tough because, you know, I care for him. I care for him a lot, and he was there for me when I was down, but it seems like he's just pushing forward and forward on without actually reflecting on the past and what he's been through and allowing himself to grieve and to have any, it just, he doesn't allow himself to have any sad emotions.
I think it's a lot of fear.
I didn't see him at all when the body, like, when he went out and actually found the body and brought it back, but the next time I saw him, when all of you showed up at my place, he seemed normal. He didn't seem like anything was wrong, and he was just there to uncover the mystery, and it didn't matter. We didn't know that anything was wrong with the body. Like, he noticed a little bit, but it was just, nothing was wrong. He was just okay. And, you know, to me, that it just, there's only so much I can do and we can do to help before, it'll never be enough if he doesn't allow us. If he doesn't let us in and even let himself in.
I think it's a lot of fear and coping mechanisms. I think that it's incredibly difficult to lose people you love. I can't say that it's entirely fair to be upset with him for processing in his own way if he's not ready to break down and be upset and let it sink in yet. I think it just takes a minute. You know, everybody grieves differently and feels differently. But I do understand what you're saying. It's hard to continuously care about somebody who doesn't want to look at things in a particular way that we would like them to. I think that as long as we're all still supporting each other and there for each other, that's all that we can do, and in the way that each of us needs. And you're right, we can't really use the excuse of being children anymore. We are getting into our young adultshood, and it's time to make a difference and really, really work on what we can change and how we can make the world a better place, even with it being destroyed soon. I understand your frustration, and I want to be here for you as well. And I think that it's good to try and support our friends in the way that we think that they need, but also to listen to what they need and come to a middle ground. You know what I mean?
appreciate your kind words.
Of course. And I'm very sorry, and I really hope we're able to also discover what happened to your parents and come to the conclusions and just find peace. And, you know, I don't know what faith they followed, but maybe I could ask if... Actually, I just had a thought. Maybe, I don't know if this is going to work, but maybe I can try and call my grandpapa and see if he's ferried any people over to the underworld and that sort of thing. Like, maybe we can try and do that. Just to get confirmation.
It could be a good source of information.
Just to get some confirmation if people have actually died. And who has died and how many of them have died. Because the reincarnation thing, I really think it sounds right.
We should probably get back.
Can I give you a hug?
Of course.
All right. I'm going to give you a big hug in love and support. And if you ever need anything, you know you can talk to me.
I know. Let's go back.
All right. I'm going to tell them about my grandpapa
I love
and
how
how we should
Ari
call
was
him.
just standing in there the whole time. Like, Ari's just like, Ari was standing in there like the whole
Oh, no,
time.
Ari.
Like, was she just like, were they just watching?
Joy.
No, I would have, like, I was gonna say, I would have followed after Oko, like, when he went off on his own, but having seen Styx go after him, I would have just kind of, like, lingered, closer to Fred and Annabelle.
Okay, so you're with them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys,
during the
Any
time-
conversation while they did?
Yeah. Hey, Fred. We're gonna figure this out, okay?
I know we are. There's a lot going on here, and frankly, if you weren't interested in figuring this out, I'd be a little concerned, because this is so... I can't even... Freaky. Freaky is, like, the only word that I have to describe this.
Yeah, and you know, I think Oko's just having a hard time because it probably brings up some of the feelings that he has of, you know, he doesn't know what happened to his parents, and I think he's trying to help. He's just going about it in his own way. So I don't think he really thinks that, like, your mom killed your dad. You know, like, my dad, like, doesn't tell my mom everything. Like, sometimes he goes out and I find, like, burger wrappers in, like, the garbage can. Like, Nim doesn't go out and eat at the diner, and my mom would never be caught dead in the diner, you know? So my dad'll, like, sneak out for, like, I don't know, an afternoon snack at the diner and not tell her. Like, everybody has secrets. Maybe your dad's was just a little bigger, you know? Hey, honey, gonna go out for a walk and I'll come back good as new? Like...
I know Oko is probably just trying to help, but he had no right to imply what he implied and to I'm feeling hurt.
And
I can't believe he would bring that up right to my face.
And that's totally valid. I think that he just, you know, we've known each other for a long time. At this point, you could say jump, and I trust you enough that I'd jump without question. I know that sometimes some of your research methods can come across as a little unorthodox and a little scattered, but most of the time it comes together in a solid piece. Think of it like a puzzle. Oko probably starts with the outside border and then moves inwards. It seems like from my experience with you, you kind of start a little everywhere and then put the puzzle together at the end. And it doesn't excuse what he said. And you're totally entitled to an apology, but I think he's just having trouble understanding how you're putting this puzzle together, if we're going with my metaphor.
You know, that as crazy as that is, it does actually kind of make sense. And I guess now I know what it feels like to be on the other end of one of my tangents. So thanks, Annabelle.
No problem, bud. And like,
Please don't call me Bud ever again.
yeah, it felt weird coming out of my mouth the minute I said it.
It sounded a little weird too.
But like, I just, if you guys are gonna fight, like, fight back in town when like you guys can huff off home and like everyone's okay and we're not in the middle of like a killer forest with two very powerful people. And I'll point towards like Gladius and Morgana that are probably standing there very awkwardly during all of this teenage drama.
Morgana's definitely just like eating popcorn that she's conjured out of nowhere, sipping on a great juice box.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she's got a juice box.
Can I get in it with that
She's like-
popcorn?
Do you want, Ari, do you want one of the granola bars? The crevasse
yeah.
bars?
Yeah, that would be great. This is
I don't
good
really
stuff.
know what to do in this situation. Yeah. Just, I got dark chocolate. There's dark chocolate on it. This is weird, right? This is weird.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate sounds
I also
great.
got trail mix. I thought trail mix would be good. Do you want some?
Does it got like M&Ms in them?
Yeah. I got the little chocolates.
Okay, sounds good. I like that.
Okay. Alright.
They're just like awkwardly watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the mom of the group.
I love him so much.
It's like, I got the fishy crackers. You guys got everything you need.
I love it. He's got his
I brought
little...
sense.
Ari just kind of like shifts over closer to just grab like a handful of trail mix and is just sitting there like watching Fred and Annabelle while eating this.
It's like the big Costco bag, too.
Yeah.
snack bags. Cool.
So, like, maybe just to relieve some tension when they come back, we can go make some monsters. I don't know, that always, like, relieves my tension.
I mean, yeah. Is
What
it
do
for
you
the
guys...
zoo?
Yeah?
Is
Yeah,
it
for the zoo.
Yeah.
It might be a good idea to maybe step back from all the theory stuff for a while and just do something else.
Definitely.
Make a zoo.
Annabelle, have you found a good place, for the monsters?
I was thinking the north tip of the island, because it's like, no one ever goes out there. It was just like I had this epiphany because I was like, oh, we should look for one while we're out here, but like no one goes out here like ever, so it means that we could like build the army and then release them all at once.
And no one would know that they're here because no one would ever see them.
Exactly. So then it's not like we put all this energy into making them and then they get picked off like one by one. It's like you can't fight a horde.
What a great idea. Gladius, aren't you so lucky with your champion?
She's, like, pretty cool. I mean, like, it's really nice to be able to connect and cooperate,
It's very cool.
Yeah.
This is probably when the two of you return.
Friends! I have an idea.
Oh?
I can call my grandpapa and see if he's ferried any souls across the river.
Cool. Do you do that like on a landline or like...
No, I must go ask my father. And then he'll like set up the call and that sort of thing. But I can ask if he's ferried any Adrian Van Dorens across my namesake river and see how that goes. 'Cause maybe. And then I can also ask about, like Oko, I can ask about your parents too, and Ari, I can ask about your dad.
Oh, that's okay, Styx. I don't want to know.
No problem.
Well, I think that's a great idea. I mean, it certainly can't hurt, right?
Not at all. Well, then we'll know if souls have gone into the underworld.
It's a really good idea, Styx. We were just talking about heading to go make our monster army right now. So maybe when we get back?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's go conjure up some beasties.
Yay!
Oko would have gone right up to Fred and then like looking down and then just like giving him a big hug and tried to pick him up.
Okay.
Okay, what are you...
Roll an athletics check.
Yeah. Uh, 14.
14. Are you allowing this, Fred?
Yeah. Oko, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm not letting go.
It's okay. You can put me down if you want.
Gonna like squeeze a little tighter.
You can dude. We're good.
I'll let him go. Look, I'm sorry. I just want to help, and I want you to be actually okay. I want you to live your life without holding on to the past.
Thanks, Oko, and I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have gotten as mad as I did. I know you're only trying to help. And hey, we'll figure this out together.
I want you to be able to breathe without having a weight on your chest.
Well, I can now that you've let go of me, so maybe we should go make some monsters?
Sure.
Monsters, yay!
And you gotta see Gladius very gingerly head to... Where are we going?
Well,
Fred-
don't we need to find some things to turn into monsters first?
We have this...
Yeah, I got this slug in the stick.
Yeah, we've got the start of it. So, Fred, I know I gave you the map. If you don't mind pulling it out, and we can try and navigate a course to the northern tip of the island.
Oh, for sure. From what I understand, we're relatively close already.
Yeah, so maybe like the edge, just to make sure that if they wander out a little bit, they don't like run into Admina's path.
Right, yes. Admina is very afraid of the ocean, so if they're right by the coast, she'll never find them.
That's good. So, let's
So
go.
you guys head over that way, and you find this kind of more open area. There's a bit of a cliff, and then the water. So you kind of have this large area right by the water. And you kind of see Gladius. He like sits down cross-legged. He's got like 2 legs together. Then he's got 3, and then he's got none, and then he's got 1. But he just sort of starts building these things.
Okay, guys, you're gonna tell me what you think of them, okay?
And up rises this sort of, in a humanoid shape, just this creature completely made of twig. And it kind of encircles and encompasses. As well as you see the slug. It looks just like the nastiest thing. It's definitely got like a whole slug visage, but kind of the upper half is, it's got hands and it's got a very sludgy face. And it's like kind of yelling out. And he kind of makes another one of these twig creatures.
Okay, guys, tell me how you think they are. Go get them, boys!
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh!
Hell
she's
yeah!
Come on.
Unnatural 20.
Oh yeah!
That's a natural 20.
I got a nat 20 as well, and it's +2, so 22.
Oh, 21.
18.
I got
Okay.
10.
So let's get into this. So to sort of describe the scene, you are fighting on the side of a cliff over the ocean in sort of an open meadow, very epic, and you have 2 twig creatures. They are, like I said, kind of in a humanoid stance. They're not as big as you are. They're about kind of half, sort of around the same height as your little tree friend. They don't look the same. As well as this big, gross, slimy sludge, kind of a slug creature, which is in front of you as well. Let me know where you want to go and where you want to fight and how far away and how close. So go ahead, Sticks.
Okay, are they all localized in one, like, clump? They're all standing beside each other? Would you say in a 10-foot radius?
I would say 2 of them you could get in a 10-foot
Okay.
radius.
Then I would like to cast Shatter on 2 of them, and that is a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so it's sort of like the slug creatures in the middle. There's 5 feet, and then there's a twig creature on either side. So Constitution, alright.
And half damage on a success.
What was the DC?
13.
Okay, one of them succeeds. So the twig creature succeeds, but the slug one does not.
Beautiful. So 3d8. Oh, I lost my dice.
There they go. Goodbye, dice.
7 plus 5 plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18? 7 plus 5 plus 6. Yes. So 18.
Okay, so
and then 6 on. Wait. What's 18 divided?
9.
9. So 8.
9.
Oh, yes. We don't. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah. No, yeah.
It would be 18 and then 9.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab my dice that, like, flew away.
Yeah, of course. So what kind of damage is this?
Thunder.
Thunder. Alright. Okay. You do that, you seem like you've hurt him a bit.
And I'm going to move 10 feet away. Like, just
Alright.
back it up a bit.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. Arine, it's your turn.
Okay. So Ari would have, like, kind of positioned themselves to be as front and center as possible, basically. And I'm gonna pull out my shield, and I am going to also pull out a little bit of holy water, and I'm going to splash Styx, Annabelle, and Fred, and cast Bless. So all 3 of you have Bless.
Thank you.
Nice.
You just want to let them know what that is?
Yeah, so you get to add a d4 to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the duration, correct?
Yes, so it's up to a minute, but it is concentration for me, so...
Okay. And only once per turn. Just
yes, once per turn.
thank you. It's been a while
Oh,
since
no.
I've played.
Sorry, it's whenever the target makes an attack roll or a saving throw. So I guess if you have to make more than one saving throw a turn, then you can continue to use it.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, stick close to me, guys. I got this. That's my turn.
Alrighty. It is now the big twig's turn. You kind of see it rise and it kind of shakes off a bit of the hit. One of them, as you did present yourself, Ari, to kind of be at the front, kind of scuttles on over and is going to try and attack you
Yep.
with its big twiggy claws. What's your AC?
It is 18.
Well, that's gonna hit. Dot is going to be oh wait, I rolled twice. Not great rolls, but that's going to be 5 points of damage to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll for my concentration on bless.
Yep.
Yeah, that succeeds. It's a 13 plus, I think it's my charisma, if I remember correctly. So,
Yeah. It just has to be more than the damage, so.
yeah. So I'm still concentrating. So sorry, you said 5 points of damage?
5 points of damage.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty. So that's gonna be the first twig. Now the other twig guy, he is going to go over to. Let's go over to Oko, just because I can. Is going to try and claw at you. What's your AC?
17.
Good. That's gonna hit. Ba-doop-boop-boo-ba-doop-boop-ba-doo. Oh, that's more damage. That's going to be 8 points of damage to you.
Cool.
Cool. So it's the twig's turn. So now, I believe it should be Annabelle's turn.
Yes. How far away is one of the twigs? Because I guess I'd be behind Ari somewhat. Ari, sorry.
Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go up to any one of them.
I want to be like 30 feet away from one of the twig monsters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my produce flame and attack it with that. It does say I can do that. It has to be within 30 feet of me, and I just make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
So,
Roll to hit.
oh great, that'll be a 6.
It kind of goes a bit wide. It goes over the cliff.
Okay. And then I will cast Shillelagh and just stance up.
All right. So is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. It is now Oko, your turn.
Woohoo! I'm gonna give this twig that hit me a whack with my quarterstaff.
Give him a whack.
Oh, that's a natural 1, 7.
Oh my gosh, you have a +6. Jeez. Yeah. You're like, what is happening?
I hit a dog once and it went by really quick, so I'm just gonna hit again.
And this creature's a little smarter maybe than the dog. Who knows? We'll never know. But it dodges your
Okay,
attack.
I will make an unarmed strike.
Alrighty.
That's another natural
What is it?
1.
Please don't tell me it's on my dice. Please don't tell me it's on the dice I gave you.
Yeah, the first roll was online and the second roll was on your dice. So
Okay, so it wasn't both on the
No.
dice I gave you.
No.
That's all that matters.
yeah, it still gave me a natural 1. So
Well, I also gave you a natural 20, so you're welcome.
Balance.
Balance, of course, of course.
I'm gonna use
See, they're not loaded.
use a key point to do flurry of blows and make another unarmed strike.
Okay. Alrighty.
Holy shit, that's a 4,
no.
10.
Oh.
No. It's dodging your moves. It's like kind of like dancing. Have a little party. It's dancing out of the way. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, it's now the big slug monster's turn, and he makes his way over. Kind of like on his way over. And is going to try and attack Sticks, because you hit it really hard.
I did.
Yeah, you did. So it kind of makes its way over to you. And it kind of goes this onto you and is going to try and breathe really hard on you.
Ew.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I absolutely can. That is a 10.
You don't dodge out of the way in time, so that means you're going to take some damage.
But hold on 1 second.
Did you add the D4?
I did. Not.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, it's saving throws.
Okay, so 12, so I don't know if that...
You have to tell me ahead of time.
Right, okay.
No, you have
So
to tell me
10.
ahead of time.
However, is it
I know-
a poison damage, perhaps, that I would be taking? No. Then never mind, I'll sit back down.
Also, question. Is Sticks within 5 feet of me?
I moved 10 feet back from where I was standing when I did
Yeah, so I would
shatter.
say no, because they did move.
Okay.
Yeah. And just for reference, when you're using Bless, make sure you say it ahead of time, because it doesn't make sense that you would do it afterwards,
Right.
you know?
I know, I just, was not paying
So-
attention enough, and then I was like, but if it's poison damage, it's half damage because of my undead ancestry. But it's not poison damage, so carry on.
No, it's not poison. So you're gonna take 8 points of damage, necrotic damage.
Alright. I accept. I graciously concede to you those 8 hit points.
Alright, so that's its turn, which means it's Fred's turn now.
All right. So I just saw this slug go on and throw up on my friend, so I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark on it, using a spell slot, and then I'm going to try to hit it as my action with my longbow. And I'm going to use my D4 blast on the to hit roll.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's a natural 20 plus a D4 is going to
Dang.
be, just a casual 32 to hit. Does that hit?
Jeez. What?
That's amazing.
You can hit 32 on a nat. What?
I have a +8 to hit
What's
because of
your-
the archery fighting style. And then I rolled a 4
you
on the
rolled a
D4
4?
from Bless, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're level 3. What is this? Okay, go ahead. So we're doing extra damage dice. So
Yes.
you're not doubling the dice, you're not doubling the amount you get from the dice, you're doubling the dice.
Yes, yeah. So I
So
rolled
instead of
7 and then a 3, so that's 10 plus my 4 to damage is 14 plus 1d6 from Hunter's Mark is going to be 14 plus 3 is 17 damage on this hit.
okay. It's just holding on, man. It's like awesome. That was cool. All right. What anything else?
I'm gonna take a couple steps back because I really don't want to get hit. I already got my palm sliced open by Morgana.
Yeah. So back atop of the order, that would be Styx.
I would like to try and hit it with my rapier. And I would like to add the bless.
All right.
That is a simple 7.
7 does not hit.
No.
You try and lunge at it, doing a bit of a double tap movement, you know, extending your arm, but not quite enough. You caught yourself off balance because you didn't, fencing.
Yeah. So if that's...
Listen, I love rapiers, man.
So I'm just gonna not do that, but I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration point to Ari. So you get an extra 1d6.
How are you doing it?
Ari, I inspire you to destroy the slug that has expelled its internal intestines onto me, please. Kill it. Dead.
Well, how can I ignore that?
You're so inspired.
Very. So it's a D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because that's all I got.
Well, very fittingly, it moves on to Ari.
All right. Well, completely inspired. I'm gonna just turn around and cast Guiding Bolt on this this thing that's engaged with Styx.
Oh, righty.
Oh, hold on. I dropped my dice. I gotta reroll that. Where'd it go? It disappeared on me. No. Oh, it's a nat 22.
Yeah, join the club.
What's wrong with you guys?
It's just that kind of night.
Well, it's balanced.
Listen,
So
no, it's not, because you kept rolling nat 20s on my dog.
I just got a 7. It's balanced.
See, maybe
whatever,
they'll
but he's
roll
the
badly
one.
and I'll roll well next session. So, fingers crossed.
Okay, so
Alright.
the D6, do I add that to the roll or the damage?
It's the roll. Yeah, it's not the damage.
It's the roll. Okay. But it lasts for how long?
I believe it's an hour. Right? Yes. It should be an hour.
I think it's a minute.
I think it's a
Is
minute.
it a minute?
If I remember correctly.
I think it's a minute. Let me double check.
Oh yeah, it might be a minute.
Bardic inspiration. What do you tell me? Bardic inspiration. 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to hold on to it because that's a 19 to hit regardless.
You have a -1?
No, I got a 14 when I actually properly rolled. It was a 20 when I dropped it.
Oh,
So I didn't
okay.
I didn't keep it.
Well, okay, good.
So a 14?
No, I rolled a 14 plus 5. So 19.
I got you. That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So that is let's see. 6, 8, and so 10 plus another 6 is 16 points of damage, and the next attack on it has advantage.
It's dead. There's no advantage.
Okay, cool.
You guys just smoke out the slug.
Good.
Gosh.
Just be like, I got you.
Well,
Thank you.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyways.
alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, it's now Twiggy turn. So you got, what did I say? One twig was on. One twig was on you, Ari.
Yeah.
One was on Oko. Right. Okay. So it's gonna continue to attack.
Okay.
Because it's moving. That's not gonna hit you. And Oko. Alright, it's gonna hit Oko.
Cool.
4. Six points of damage.
How many?
6.
Cool.
I was gonna say it in French, but it's basically the exact same thing. Cool. So one misses Ari, one hits Oko. Annabelle, your turn.
Okie dokie. So I am going to go up to the twiggy one that I was near, and I'm gonna hit it with Shillelagh. And I'm gonna use my +4 from Bless to hit. Cool. So started off with a natural 1, so I'm at 4. Don't know if that D4 is gonna help at all. So I'm at an 8 now. I don't know if that counts depending on how you roll natural 1s.
It's not gonna hit regardless.
Okay.
So.
Cool. And then I'm gonna do poison spray on it. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. And
Alrighty.
beat 13.
It does not. It fails.
Okay, awesome. And my D&D Beyond just kicked me out of my character sheet. Sorry, 1 second. And then let me roll 1d12.
You get a D12? Oh, poison spray, right.
Yeah.
I thought you were using Shillelagh for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
I just saw the message. Actually taking mouth breathers to a whole new level. Okay.
What?
Sorry. My dice are not cooperating. 1d12. That's 3 points of poison damage. I love it.
Yay!
When I can do nothing. So that'll be my turn.
That's your turn. Alright. Okie dokie. Oko, your turn.
Woohoo! I'm gonna take a whack at this guy who's been pestering me.
Cool. Make a wham.
I will make a whack. Don't fail me now. It's a 9.
No, it's not gonna hit. It dodges. Doing a little dance move.
Getting pissed off. Gonna use a key point for flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes. That's an 18.
That will hit.
It's a little better. That's 7 points of damage for that one.
Okie dokes.
And the second one. Oh my goodness. It's a 10.
What is it? Nope. Man, you managed to land one, but it shimmies its way out. It's doing a bit of a disco.
I'm gonna have to put these dice in jail.
That's not. No. You just need to care for them. You just need to roll out all the bad rolls. That's all you gotta do. You gotta just take the time in the day to keep rolling them so that it's only rolls well.
That is not how probability works.
Well, it works for me. So, all right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is now the big slug guy.
He's dead.
And he's actually dead, so I should take him out of initiative order. Fred, your turn.
Okay, so because the slug died with my bonus action, I'm going to move Hunter's Mark to the stick creature that's fighting Oko. And I'm going to take another shot at it and use Bless on the roll again. So, here we go. That plus 1d4. So that's a 21 plus 1d4, which is 24 to hit.
Yeah. Go. Yep.
Yeah.
Roll your
Okay.
damage.
So I'll roll my damage. Okay, that's 5 damage from the longbow plus 1d6 from Hunter's Mark, which is going to be 3. So that's 8 damage total.
All right. All right. Cool. It looks on death's door.
Nice. Good.
Alrighty. So, is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Styx, you're up.
I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one that's by Oko. So it is a wisdom saving throw. But before that, I want to turn over to Shifty and go, isn't this like counterproductive that we're killing the monsters that you just made? So like, aren't we making a zoo? Why are we fighting them?
I could make them again. I just want to make sure they're good.
Oh. Right. Okay.
You're doing great, champ. I believe in you.
Thank you so much. The confidence is really there. Okay, yeah. Dissonant Whispers. On...
What do I need to do?
It's a
I
wisdom
do believe
save.
is it a wisdom saving
It
throw?
is, yes.
All right. What's the DC?
13.
13. Roll the 13. So. Oh wait. That's gonna be a 12.
Is it negative in wisdom?
Yeah, it's -1.
Thank goodness. Very well.
Good.
So that is.
Which one are you
3.
doing it to?
I'm doing it to the one by Oko.
Okay.
Yes. So it's 3d6, and it has to move its maximum amount of movement away from me. So it must move away from Oko. If it's like,
There's no way that you're gonna roll anything lower than a 1 because it has 1 hit point left, so it's just
oh,
dead.
beautiful. So overkill is 8 damage.
Yeah. Is dead. Alright.
Fantastic.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's good.
Cool. Ari, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. So there's just the one stick creature left, right?
Yep, the one in front of you.
Yeah, this fucker. Okay. I am just going to, I'm just gonna smash it with my glaive, because why not?
Nice.
So that is, oof, okay, well, that's a, oh, thank God. So I rolled a 7, but I got a 6 for Bardic Inspiration, plus 4. So, 17? Is that right? Is my math right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. Okay, good. And then that's a d10 for my glaive, which is an 8 plus 2, so 10 damage.
It's out. It's dead.
Yay.
Nice.
We
So
did
you
it, guys.
successfully played an actual round of combat.
We did it.
That was really good, guys. Thanks. I'll make them again.
Yeah, just maybe
Yeah,
next
are
time
you
a little
gonna make 'em-
little more warning before you set them on off, please.
Yeah.
Oh, you did great. Don't worry about it.
Are you gonna make them stronger next time because we got rid of them so quick, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Good. Just checking.
Oh. Okay.
Am I a gross, sluggy mess?
It was breath. It wasn't like vomit. He like breathed really stinky on you, so you kind of smell a little.
Okay, I need a shower.
This is really great. I'm gonna make sure that this kind of area is like really nice for them, and they have what they need for their monsterly needs. It's a really good spot, Annabelle.
I'm so glad you like it. I figured like exactly like this. Now you can kind of test run it, get it up and running, and your creative process won't be interrupted by unsuspecting people wandering by.
Yeah, you know, we can just accumulate them in one area and then release them, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Well, Gladius, are you going to stay here while the rest of us make our way back and you can build your monsters?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. Do you need anything, guys? Like, I can send you with the trail mix and, in the crevasse bars.
You
Yes,
can hold on
please.
to them. Or not.
I just want one crevasse bar, please.
But
Yeah, take a crevasse bar.
you can
Thank
you
you.
can keep the rest for yourself. Like then, fuels your creative process, but we're just gonna head on home now. But we'll see you later.
I will. I'll guide you back. That was gross. All right.
Is anybody looking hurt?
I am probably got some blood coming out.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually walk over and just kind of put my hand on Oko's shoulder and just be like, good job, and heal you for 10 points. Just casually.
Thanks. Gonna like kind of roll my shoulders back. Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know what you're talking about. And just walk away.
I'm just a bit dizzy from the fumes.
right.
But it's fine.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Seriously.
Okay.
Anyways, shall we get going?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yes. We can call my grandpapa.
Oh, alrighty. You head back. You drop Morgana off at the cave, and you guys head back to town.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Alrighty. So where are you guys going? What's up?
I would like to go home and shower and then ask my father when he gets home if we can do a chat with grandpapa.
Alrighty. So you get home, your father's kind of sitting there, going through the paper.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, Sticks. What's up? There's a new Sudoku this week.
Oh, that's so fantastic, Father. I'm very happy for you. Perhaps on Friday we can do that together.
Yeah, for sure. Be great.
Father, do you think we could give Grandpapa a phone call?
Oh, we can't exactly give him like a phone call, but I can get in contact.
That'd be lovely. I just want to say hello, I miss him, and I would also like to ask if, just for the purposes of being a really good friend, if I could ask him if Adrian Van Duren made it across the river happily and successfully. I think that might be really nice for Fred to know that his father got there safely.
Roll a deception check.
A deception?
Yeah, because you're... That's not your true intentions of knowing.
No, and I got a 7.
Let's see, let's just see. I'll humor your dad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sticks, why are you so interested in Grandpapa all of a sudden?
I don't think it's all of a sudden. I think that I genuinely actually do have always wanted to know about him, actually, even from my younghood. I really thought it was interesting, going on the boat adventures, and it sounds like such a cool job, and we haven't ever really met him, but I think it would be really nice to. And
so
then I
are
also...
you using the death of your friend's dad as an excuse to meet your grandpapa?
If I was, would that be really shameful, Father?
Maybe let's put a pin on meeting Grandpapa and focus on your friend.
But I do think that it would also be really nice for Fred to have that information. I think that it would do good things for him to know that his father is okay, and we can also get to say hello to Grandpapa. It's both wins.
Like I said, we're gonna put a pin in it. I don't think Fred needs this right now. I think he just needs to be with his mother and with his family.
Alright. You don't think I could persuade you in any way?
Maybe we can talk about calling him next week. How about that?
Alright. I think that sounds good. Alright, I'm gonna shower. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, why are you so stinky?
You know what? I had a very long day, Papa. And I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you go take a shower. Anyone else wanting to do anything?
No, just go home and collapse and contemplate my life.
Alright. Anyone else?
What time is it right now?
It's probably like 8, 9 o'clock.
8, 9 o'clock. Okay. I am going to go to the usual spot on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to sit down on one of the rocks and just kind of grip the symbol that I have for Ilmater and just be like, thank you for everything today.
You kind of close your eyes and hold that symbol, and when you open them up again, Ilmater's sitting next to you.
Is he wearing the
No problem.
sweatpants?
He's wearing the sweatpants. He's got the hoodie on.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, I don't think anybody got seriously hurt because of it, so thank you. Could have gone worse.
Yeah, of course. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a booster with everything that's been happening, so...
Yeah, it was kind of cool, not gonna lie. Like, that whole energy burst thing, love it.
Of course, of course. So, how's the whole doomsday situation going?
Hard to say. I think we're building an army of monsters.
Mm-hmm. I can't judge you for that, so...
Yeah, it's kind of weird, not gonna lie. But I mean, I don't know. I guess the island itself thinks we should go along with it, so I guess worst case scenario is I just try to keep everyone alive.
But don't forget about yourself.
I think it kind of, is par for course that I have to stay alive in order to keep everyone else alive, right? So.
Yeah. That's a good. I'll accept that. Sometimes you just forget about yourself,
I don't always put myself first, but I have my reasons.
I know. Well, any other updates? Anything else you want to chat about? Or you just want to sit?
Just kind of wanted to sit. Though I did have one question. Dad's still alive, right?
Your father?
Yeah.
We've talked about this before, right?
I know. Never mind. It's okay. It was just brought up earlier and I just couldn't help but think about it.
I don't know. I lost connection with him, so it's something I can't help you with, unfortunately.
I know. I just thought I'd ask. Just to see.
Well, if he pops up on my radar, you'll be the first one to know.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do you happen to know if other people on the island are alive?
Well, who?
Specifically Adrian Van Duren.
Well, I don't quite know. I mean, it's never under me, so it's hard to tell. I don't know, unless I usually reach out to people who needed it, and I mean, there were moments I thought about it, but kind of had his own thing going on.
What do you mean?
I don't think I should say anymore. I don't know too much about it. I don't feel like I should share something I don't know in fullness.
That's fair. That's fine. We can just sit here.
Alright. Kind of picks up a rock and it skips an outrageous amount across the water.
Of course it does.
There might be a little something in that rock. Who knows? It kind of gives you a little bit of a wink, and you toss one along the water, and he's gone. But you still feel his presence.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there for a couple more hours and then head home.
Alrighty. Unless anyone else has anything, we can move on to the next day.
When Fred gets home, is Ramona awake?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna check in on her really quickly and ask how she's doing.
Do you knock?
Yes.
Okay. You kind of get, give me a moment. You kind of head into her office, and you kind of see her. She's at the back in her desk, and she's kind of facing a little bit away from you, but she turns around. Friedrich, out with your friends again?
Yes, Mama, they've been a great comfort through all of this. And how are you?
I'm doing fine. It's alright.
That's good to hear. Well, I guess I'll bid you good night.
How are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm managing in my own way, I suppose. There's a question, a silly question. I just wanted to ask you.
Alright.
Papa, he was a vampire, right?
What would make you question that?
Nothing. I never met him, so I wouldn't know. I assumed because you are, but he was, yes?
Your father was a vampire. He lived very long time with me.
All right, Mama. Thank you for indulging me. Have a good night.
Good night, Friedrich.
And I head to my room, and I pull out the board, and I just stare at it.
Alright. You just staring?
Yep, just staring.
Alright, you're just staring. Okay, anyone else?
Nope.
Nope. Alrighty. And maybe we'll end it there. Just kind of leave it, this seems like a good place to leave it, so we'll end it.